and blessings, everyone. Welcome back to the Humble Servant Homestead. Today we are out here in the garden, guys. Now, this is a part of the garden that I did not show you all, but yes, what we have planted in this area right here is some light red kidney beans, guys, that we planted out. As you all can see, a lot of the foliage on these beans have died back. Okay, and so that is time for me to come on out here and pick these beans, guys. Now, here in Grow Zone 8A, we have not had any rain in for about 4 weeks, guys, which is just perfect for these beans right here because they was at that stage where they were mature and ready, and we wanted the sun to go ahead and dry these beans out. Now there's a few stragglers here that we still have some that are still green, but as y'all can see right here, guys, the sun went ahead and dried them out right where we need them. And so we're here to harvest them today because yes, we do have some rain here in the forecast, and we do not want these beans to get wet, because if they get wet and there's a lot of rain, guys, what can happen? Those beans can go ahead and start sprouting inside of the pod, and we do not want that. Okay, now there is quite a bit, a couple of reasons. Well, not quite a bit, but there's a couple of reasons why I planted these beans in this bed right here. Now, if you all know that beans are a nitrogen fixer, guys, and so what that's going to do is going to put back nitrogen in my soil. So when I planted these beans, I did not put any fertilizer at all. It's pretty much grow off of the fertilizer and the nutrients that was already in the soil right here. And so far, we got quite a bit of beans here to pick. And so that is what I want to go ahead and start doing, is to start picking these beans here, guys. And also, the other reason for these beans right here, what I'm going to do, once I pick them, all this stem and everything else, the stalks and all that, we're going to leave them inside of this bed right here. Okay, and so what that's going to do is going to break back down into the soil, and so it will be ready to get planted in again. All right, so far, we have beans here and we have beans up top, but I want my main focus today is to get all the dry beans on out of here. So just go ahead and stay tuned, because yes, the clouds are getting very dark above us, and so we want to get these beans out before it start raining, guys. So stay tuned, and we will touch on the beans a little bit more as we go ahead on. Okay, and so that right there is it. We just got, wasting a little bit of that bean there. Can't lose none of that, guys. So that is pretty much it for these 2 rows right here, guys. Now, this is not including my 2 long raised beds that I have up top. Okay, but so far from what I am seeing, like you see here, we have a full trash can. How did you end up with 2 bins? How I end up with 2 bins? Because it was a family effort down here picking these beans, guys. And so, rain, right? Yes, trying to beat the rain. So I took this row over here, and my family, the young ones, took this row right here, and we got pretty much all the beans picked. We may have a few little 95, 97%. Nah, I think it's some stragglers. Yeah, there's a few stragglers in there, but you know, hey, we're not gonna get everything. I know, but I'm telling you, this bin right here, feel like we at right at about maybe 15 pounds or so. But You think so? It do feel a little heavy. But then again, we can't count all the trash that is in here, guys. But from what I am seeing, look at that. That is some beautiful, beautiful beans right there, guys. Uh, and I know you all may be wondering, hey, you're gonna sit down and shell all these beans by hand like that? No, I am not. Okay, I'm going to run you all through what I'm going to do here, guys. Right now, these beans, they are a bit cold. Now, what do you mean that they're cold? The shell is not hard. Like when it's very dry, you'll be able to hear the shell, kind of crisp. So with the dew outside and the rain, because we was right at about 68 degrees today, so they got a bit cold. So what I'm going to do, once we get some more good sun, we're going to put these here on out on a tarp, spread them out and let them dry, guys. And once they dry, what we're going to do, we're going to put them preferably in a feed bag or so, and we're going to get a piece of stick and we're going to beat the hell out that bag. And what that's going to do, because it's so dry, it's going to release the beans, and then we're able to take out the trash and separate the beans from the trash, guys. So that is how I grew up doing it back home in Jamaica, and it worked because it's a lot of work if you were to come and shell the beans by hand just like that. And hey, time that time can go somewhere else here on the homestead. Okay, but what I want to go ahead and do real quick is I'm going to put these inside of the shed, and we're going to take a walk up top to show you all the rest of the beans, guys. You kind of have a idea of what is going on here. So I'm just going to show you all what we have up top. I am not going to be able to pick those beans today because if y'all can see, it is raining or dewing a little bit. So we're not going to, yeah, it's raining. So we're not going to be able to get those, but I do want to go ahead and show you all what's going on up top. And so stay tuned and let's go. Oh yeah. Okay, guys. And so I know you all may be wondering, hey, Mr. Humble, why in the world did you plant so much beans? Okay, guys, like I said, to bring back nitrogen into the soil. Now, while these beds was all harvested out from harvesting garlics, also harvesting Georgia collards and different brassicas that I had inside of this bed right here, guys. I didn't really want to leave this bed stand alone with nothing in it, so I went ahead and planted these beans right here. Okay, now, of course, another great reason why I planted so much beans. Like I always say, guys, food preservation. Okay, now we all know that we are now in fall, leading on up into the winter, and so a lot of this stuff right here, I won't really be able to come on out and grow in this area right here, guys. So I planted these beans to take us through the winter. Now you have to remember that these beans right here, they are full with a lot of protein, and there is other quite a bit of benefits from these beans right here. So that is also one of the main reason why I went ahead and plant these beans. Food preservation, guys. Now, if you all know, I talk about it all the time. Uh, Plant your own food, store your own food, so that way you have something to eat just about at all times if you keep on planting and growing in the garden. Okay, so one of the beautiful thing about with these beans here, we can pick them while they are dry, and we can store those in jars to put up, and we can grab them off of the shelf whenever we are ready to go ahead and cook some rice and peas, or even some red bean soup, we can also do that with these beans right here. Now, these green ones right here, what we can also do with these green ones, we'll take them out of the pod and we will go ahead and freeze them, guys. And I actually love them. These are my favorite, the green ones. I love them when they are green because it is just so much more flavor to them, guys. Okay, so um that is also the reason why. Now, what I am going to do, um, as I was walking up from the bottom garden, guys, I decided I am going to go ahead and pull these beans right here, and we're going to take them underneath the shed and go ahead and finish pulling them off of the stem of these plant right here, because definitely these dry beans, I do not want to get them wet, guys. And with this little bit of dew that we're getting, it's not too bad. It's not a heavy rain right now. So I think I may still have time to go ahead and pick them and take them underneath the shed. Okay, so just go ahead and stay tuned. Let me go ahead and grab these out of the bed real quick. Okay, and as you all can see, we are here underneath the shed, guys. We had to take it on in. So right now, those raised bed, they're pretty much bare. There is no more beans in those raised bed, guys. Now, what I wanted to do, I wanted to kind of just pick them and leave the pieces inside of the bed, but because of the rain, we had to go ahead and pull these beans right here. Now, the work does not stop right here, guys. What we're going to have to do, and as a young man, like I said, this is how my uncle used to bring them on in, just like this right here. And we used to have to just go ahead and pull these beans off the pod, off the plant, just like this. And then we would have to turn around and shell them. Now, these greener beans right here, I am not going to be able to put them in a bag and beat them. We're going to have to shell these by hands, guys. But I want you all to see real quick. Look at how beautiful those beans are. Look at that. Some beautiful, beautiful beans, guys. These will be your fresh beans? These, yes. These, the green ones will be my fresh beans. Now, those are the ones you can go ahead, you can can those up. You can put them in the refrigerator. So, yes, it's a lot of work, but I'm not mad that I planted all these beans right here because I know this will be food for my family. Of course, you know, it's going to be all hands on deck. They're going to have to do a little bit of work, but hey, you know, we don't run from work here on the homestead, guys. We just go ahead and do what it is that we need to go ahead and do. All right, so that is pretty much it. Stay tuned. What I want to go ahead and do is come back on in and do a small little video weighing up all the beans that we have harvested out of the garden. Okay, so stay tuned for that, guys. It definitely won't be tonight, more so maybe tomorrow. So we have to get all these beans taken care of before the night is out. It's pretty much taking them off of the plant. Okay, so that is it pretty much. I just want to say thanks to each and every one of you all out there for stopping by the Humble Servant Homestead. And as always, peace and blessings to each and every one of you all out there. Now remember, keep a smile on your face. You be happy, you be blessed, and you be cheerful, guys. And I will catch you in the next video. Have a blessed day. That is a lot of beans.